Hello, and welcome back to another edition of An Alien in Rainham. We've been talking about a lot of really controversial issues that also happen to be on the OCR Religious Studies GCSE, pure coincidence, and today we're going to be talking about something else that's really controversial and has stirred up a lot of people's passions, the subject of fertility treatment.
What is fertility treatment?
Well, what it is using medical help to assist people in getting pregnant. For example, if a couple have been trying to get pregnant for some time through natural means, through having sex basically, if they've been doing that and they've not been having a baby, well, something's not working. So they would go for fertility treatment.
There's loads of different types of fertility treatment, right?
Oh, yeah. I've found out a lot since I've been here. Not through personal experience, of course, but there's IVF, possibly the best known thing, which stands for...
In vitro fertilisation.
You guys know that, which is kind of the test tube baby thing, when the egg is fertilised by the sperm in a test tube outside of the mother's body, and then the embryos are reimplanted back in. But some others as well. There's...
AID?
Oh, that's it, AID, which means artificial insemination by donor, which is when the woman's egg is fertilised by an anonymous donor. And there's another one.
AIH.
Oh, that's it, AIH, which is artificial insemination by husband, when they just are given a little bit of additional help. So that's how it goes. So it's a controversial issue. I know that plenty of people think that things should be left to natural causes, and others disagree. So, well, it's over to you guys. What do you think?
Well, I think that fertility treatment is fine. I think it's the most nicest thing you can do. God is loving, and so therefore I think most Christians would think that fertility treatment is fine because it's the most loving thing to do.
But what about AID? I mean, that is insemination by a donor, not your husband. So as a Catholic, I would think that that's adultery, which is going against one of the 10 Commandments.
Yes, but also in Genesis, it says go forth and multiply. So we can assume that God just wants us to have children, even if that means by a donor.
You two have it out. I'll be back in a second.
Although, I've got to say that in 1 Samuel, it does say the Lord closed Hannah's womb. So, what that means is that God has the control to close somebody's womb. Therefore, he's saying that if you're not getting pregnant, then you shouldn't be trying other means to do so.
Yes, but how can we watch people who are not being able to have children suffer like that? Didn't God say, do unto the others what you would have them do to you?
This is true, but it does go against fundamental beliefs.
Wouldn't it be the case, though, that, if God had given, all these different teachings, God has sort of also given people the way to kind of come up with these ideas? They kind of gave, God put the idea of fertility treatment into people's heads.
Absolutely. So we got the intelligence. Why can't we use that intelligence?
Because we can use intelligence, but then it will be really, really bad. Because, for example, sometimes with the embryos, they throw them away if they haven't been used. And that goes against another commandment, thou shalt not kill.
Well, I've weighed it up, and, you are right. I mean, there are two really kind of clear commandments that seem to be broken there. And so for a lot of Christians, I can see why this is such a controversial issue. I guess for me, as an alien and not a practicing Christian, I understand a lot of your arguments, and I can see, it would apply a lot of additional pressure to a family. I know it costs loads and loads and loads of money, and it's not always successful. I'm going to say, though, that that key teaching that God did say to Adam and Eve, go forth and multiply, to have children, is going to be the one that I'm going to say, look, I think that for Christians and for me as well, fertility treatment is acceptable. So there.
I don't know about that, but I'll have to take it if you're saying it.
Well, okay.
What about people playing God?
Oh, that's an excellent point. People would often say that, if you are going through fertility treatment, then you're you're playing God, which is that's a big, big, big deal. I'm going to respond to that by saying that I think that God intentionally gave us that knowledge and understanding of fertility treatment. So I don't think it's playing God. I think that's a role that God has given to us, the understanding of fertility treatment. So for that reason, I'm going to stand by my original view. So there we have it. Fertility treatment. Controversial? Yes? No? Or is it no? Yes? I can't really remember. I'd like to say I was listening, but I had lactic acid build-up. So on that note, on that bombshell, I'm going to say bye-bye. Bye.